Today we're gonna be making tie-dye placemats. We're gonna be making two colors, a beautiful blue and a beautiful teal. I'm gonna show you how you can make several different ways and it looks so amazing. Your table is never gonna look better. Okay, here we go. I decided to do brown paper. Every house should have a big roll of brown paper because you use it for art projects, you can use it in the kitchen, you can definitely use it for arts and crafts, but it's such a great thing to have. We also layered the bottom in plastic just in case there's any like a little bit of spillage or a little bit of splashing. You're gonna need heavy linen, and I like heavy linen just because I kind of like a heavier placemat, especially when you're doing it yourself. So you take a piece of heavy linen, you cut it to basically a placemat, so like 13 to 18 inches is kind of perfect. And see this fray? This is what I naturally did with scissors. So I just cut a little bit of it and then I tore it. And you want that natural fray. So you want that kind of done, undone look. That's what makes something like this kind of placemat look really beautiful and really kind of that country chic. 2 plastic spoons. Don't use these, in the kitchen after. Buy a plastic spoon and throw it away because once it kind of touches the dye, you can't use it in the kitchen. So you need 2 plastic spoons. I used RIT dye, and basically pick the color that you like. I loved teal and blue because I love blue hydrangeas. I'm thinking about having a party that I love those colors. But it can be pink and gray. It can be honestly any color that you want. So you're gonna mix 2 tablespoons of dye with just a little bit of water and 2 plastic cups with 2 wood craft sticks so it doesn't get messy. Okay, next you use a half a cup of salt and 2 tablespoons of baking soda. So you're gonna fill your plastic box with 8 cups of water. So you see, I've got 2 of these filled with 8 cups of water. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of salt, half and half. Okay, then your baking soda, half and half. Then you're gonna take your plastic spoon, good old plastic spoon, and you're just gonna stir evenly so it's really dissolved in the water. Next, you're going to add your dye, okay? This can be the messy part, so let's start with the teal first, okay? You're gonna use your plastic spoon to stir it. So what's really important is that you really stir it well to get the color really evenly throughout your plastic box. So as you can see, 2 tablespoons of dye goes a long way. And you can do 2 teaspoons, you can make it not as strong. I like more of a deeper color, and so I go for 2 tablespoons. So this is the next is the blue, RIT dye, simple. And again, you're gonna take your other plastic spoon and you're just gonna go evenly again, spreading the blue throughout the water. How gorgeous does that look? Come along. Okay, so next, the dyeing part. So you're gonna take your 13 by 18 frayed heavy linen placemat. I'm gonna start with the teal. So you're gonna turn it just to make it better. You're gonna pick up one end, kind of wrap it over, but still kind of hold it. And depending how far you wanna go is how far you dip. And the key to this is to really get in there and you submerge it for 1 minute. And see, it's already not even 1 minute and it's already taking. So messy is good. Don't try to make it perfect because the inconsistency is also what makes it really, really beautiful. Just have fun with it and really just play with it. But how beautiful is that? So I'm gonna lay it over into the other tub and you're just gonna drape it over the side. So while that one is drying, we're gonna move on to the other one. I wanna show you guys what the blue is gonna look like. So again, you're gonna take another 13 by 18 heavy linen placemat, kind of drape it around your fingers, and you're just gonna submerge it into the blue. And you can kind of see your line starting to form. See how I kind of shake it around just a little bit? That's just me getting really the blue into the linen, so it's really submerged. How beautiful is that? So I'm just gonna lay this one over here. So let's check on our teal. And it's not completely dry, but you can really start to see how beautiful it's gonna look, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm gonna do the other side just so you can see. This is gonna be so pretty. And it's nice to make things at home. It's nice to DIY, especially, you know, if you have kids, you can make t-shirts, you can do all sorts of fun craft with RIT dye. It's really endless, the crafts that you can do. So you see you've got a little bit of the blue speckled in the white. The kind of more undone, the better it looks. You don't want it looking too perfect. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. Again, this is not fully dry, so you really wanna let it dry a good 10, 15 minutes. If you have longer, definitely use as long as you can. Now I'm just gonna dip it in the teal side. Okay, so here is the teal side. So I'm gonna let this dry. And then just to show you how like really you can have fun, make it quick, I'm gonna take one last placemat. I'm just gonna dip it like this quickly, and I'm gonna dip it like this. And again, you can have fun with just, you know, making it kind of like a tie-dye if you want to do, you got all the color. Isn't that pretty? And you can play with different ones. You can have it dark, you can have it light. And if you make more, you can just lay them out to dry. So there we have it. It's that easy. Tie-dye placemats. You can make them a million different ways and a million different patterns. I think the real key is just to have fun, play with it, play with different colors. And you never actually know what you're gonna get, which is kind of the beauty in it. I love hearing from you guys. If you guys have any little tips, especially DIY tips, Mama here always needs a little bit of help. But I've got a few things up my sleeve, so you guys make sure check back in because they're gonna be really cool.